Hey, what's up everyone? In today's video we have the V18. It's a high pin count Japanese dimple lock that has 3 rows of pins and lots of security drivers inside. Before I start talking about the internals, I have to mention that this is actually not the hardest spinning you can get in this lock. I think it's a little bit mastered because all of these brass pins are actually zero lifts, and the normal gold does not have these brass pins. It has all of the pins are like security pins. So that being said, let's look at the key. We have many cuts for the pins, and actually you can see that there are more cuts than there are pins. I think it's because of the mastering. So not much else to talk about the key. So let's take a look at the pins. So for the key pins we have several types. We have the non-lifting or not active brass ones. These are not interesting, they look like standard key pins. We have on high lift pins, we have these little guys. You can see a little bit of tapering at the top and a spool section. And for low lift pins we have these. You can see how many layers of or steps are there, and you really need to make sure that you know where are the low lifts, because these key pins will give you counter rotation. So if you get counter rotation and you already set this pin, or you know that you did, you should be aware that you might be oversetting stuff. So basically that's 2 types of key pins we have inside, and we also have 2 of these that are coupled with the ball bearings. There are 2 ball bearings inside of the lock that provide some stability to the core, so it doesn't turn that much. And for the drivers we have the ball bearings. Okay, it's not really a driver, but it's on its place. We have these like that chambers that look like standards, but they sit at the shear line and don't do anything. And for the other chambers we have mushrooms. Okay, so mushrooms behave like spools, but a little bit different because of that sharp lip at the bottom. You have to click it up sometimes, especially in the high lift chambers. I would love to show you the core as well, because it is overmilling, but in this format unfortunately I would have to drill this. I guess it's a roll pin, it cannot be knocked out with a hammer. I tried, so unfortunately the core stays hidden to us, but there's overmilling, so basically some of the pins get caught in there and you need to click them up once more. That's about it. Okay, so if we take a look at the keyway, it's pretty open. You really want to find something that's snug fitting, because it helps you a lot with the picking, and you also might consider something that will provide you some like a platform, because it will be easier for you for navigating the keyway, and it will provide some stability to your tools. For picking I was using these Spooks XL for all of the pins, so I was going counterclockwise, so that means the right side was not that hard to pick because I was going the opposite way. And for the left side, of course, I was picking the pins in the same direction like I was tensioning. That's like something you shouldn't do if you pick locks. But you can set these not by rotating, but by actually pushing them in with the whole flag. So that's what I did. And for the top pins, the top row is actually the most difficult, because you know it's kind of high up there. You have to navigate between the opposing rows of pins. Actually, I forgot to tell you that the direction of these pins. You can see these chambers, so that's where the pins are. We have 3 directions: left, right, and top. And for the top pins, yeah, I was using, whenever I could, I was using this Loloc tools hook, but in the back there are some of these zero lifts, and they don't make way for your hook, so you cannot get inside. So for this I was using the multi-pick V31, I think it is. Is it? Yes, it is. Okay, so basically a lock full of mushroom pins, a lock that you need to be able to navigate your way inside, and a lock that requires you to know where are the high lifts and where are the low lifts. Because usually the low lifts you only kind of force them in, and actually they don't provide too much, if any, counter rotation, despite they are mushrooms. But the high lifts they do give you counter rotation, and so you have to know where they are, because if you're getting counter rotation on a chamber that is a low lift, you know that you are probably oversetting because of these key pins and their shape. It's almost like they made it for purpose, that they put the spooled key pins or the multi-spool key pins in chambers that are low lift. It kind of makes sense to deter, or actually to make the picking more difficult. Okay, so I guess that's it for the explanation. Okay, so unfortunately about the core, I'm sorry, but I don't want to damage it too much. So let's go ahead and get it lock picked. Okay, let's go. Actually the tensioners are already inserted because it takes some time to put them in there. They're really tight. Okay, let's start on the right. 3, 4, 5, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3. Let's try the top pins. Click on 2. Now 6. That's a low lift mushroom. There he goes. Now 1. One click there. Need one more because it's a long mushroom, and I need to get him out of the overmilling. Okay, should be good now. Now 4. Okay, 2 clicks. 5. Good, and 7. And open. Okay, now the real challenge. Got this without messing anything up. Well, mission number 1 is to actually remove the tensioners because they are really tight. Okay, I have to wiggle this guy out, as you can see. It's been a while since I removed it. Hopefully I can still do it. Maybe I should have kept it in the vise, I don't know. Well, doesn't seem to do. Okay, it's coming out. Come on. Just a little more, please. Oh, there it is. Okay, so mission accomplished. Now let's get it. Okay, so we have these removable Bible covers, which is nice, but it still takes some time to get the lock. So we better get started. Okay, so let's start on the top, for example. We need to pry this off with a little screwdriver. There he goes. Expose the springs. Okay, one already fell out, but I can see it. So let's remove the springs first, so nothing goes flying out. This is 3, 4, 5, and 6 and 7. Okay, something fell out. It was the driver from 7. Okay, now the pins. So okay, this is chamber 1. Chamber 2. Chamber 3, we have already the top pin out. Now the key pin, or actually what looks like a key pin. Chamber 4. Five. And 6. Come on, guy. Okay, R6. And 7. Just the key pin remaining. Okay, we have the top gutted. Let's do the left side. Okay, this should be enough space. Alright, so same principle. Pry these off. Okay, just a little more. Is that enough? Yes, it is. Okay, carefully expose the springs. And here we go. You have to be careful about those springs as well. Not because they are so small, that's true as well, but the chambers with the ball bearing have a different spring, like shorter and stronger. So you don't want to mess that up. Okay. Anyway, we have the springs out from the left. No. Chamber 1. Okay, there's the ball bearing in 2. Three. 4. 5. And 6. 7. Great. We have the left side out and the right. Pry this off. Let's go. Okay, this should be enough. Okay, this and the same principle. Remove the springs. Okay, that's minor annoyance. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it goes here. Okay, chamber 1, out you go. 2, does not want to go out for some reason. Okay, there he is. 3, 4, 5. We only have the keeping left. 6, keeping from 6. Okay, so now the core is kind of rotating a lot. So, alright, it's not easy to remove this, and we can be a little bit careless with this ball bearing. Okay, perfect. We did it. These springs are kind of conjoined. I'm not sure if I wanna split them. Oh god, okay. They're coming apart. This is so dangerous. Okay, I think we did it. Well, and I'm not sure if I can just remove the core now. I guess I could. I never did it, so if something goes wrong, that's on me. I'm not sure. I never removed the core like this. So we have a circlip here. Okay. It's a pretty strong circlip, not gonna lie. I thought it will be kinda easier to remove. Fuck it, actually. I'm not gonna do it because yeah, it might take too much time. I will do it off camera and show it during the introduction. Well, anyway, thank you for watching the video, and if you made it so far, congratulations anyway. And yeah, I guess that's it for today. Have a good one and see you next time. Just a little close-up so I don't forget that everything works as intended. Okay, actually I forgot to show the key and I didn't even try it. Well, hopefully it still works. Okay, goodbye and have a nice day.